Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, July 11th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley addressed the Downtown Annapolis Partnership last night in a preview of what the Market House will look like as it opens up in the next 2 weeks. And never without an idea, the mayor has doubled down on his campaign promise about biking. He announced that there would be a bike share program in place in August in the city, which will have 10 stations, each stacked with bikes, where residents and guests can rent a bike for $1 for a half hour and ride around the city. Most will be centered around Annapolis downtown area. However, there will be one out at the Arundel Center complex on Riva Road. The mayor also highlighted plans for bike paths to interconnect throughout the city, which do include bridges over Spa Road and Forest Drive, as well as tunnels under Route 50 and Rowell Boulevard to make the connections to the Anne Arundel County bike systems. The mayor also plans to eliminate parking on Main Street. As you go up Main Street, it'll eliminate the parking on the left because that is going to be a dedicated bike lane. Eventually, he hopes to add a trolley lane in there somewhere to be able to move people from downtown to West Annapolis and out to West Street. The other initiative that he announced was the reworking of Hopkins Plaza, which is the little park area outside of the Market House. And that project will involve extending that out to and encompassing the existing circle. Grants have been applied for, and the mayor indicated that they were in place. This will involve a traffic signal at the foot of Main Street and Compromise Street, and also the relocation of the Kunta Kinte statue. In conjunction with that project, Market Space, the street that surrounds the Market House, will be bricked over to offer that area a little bit of the ambiance that we see on Inner West Street. The mayor said it was all about bringing more people to town and being able to move them around town efficiently and get them out of the cars. His remarks were met with cheers from the Business Association. However, the residents haven't had a chance to weigh in on this just yet. Everyone is safe. And with those 3 words posted on Facebook yesterday, the daring rescue mission to extricate 12 boys and their soccer coach from the confines of a flooded cave in Thailand was over. The grueling 18-day ordeal ended yesterday. It did claim the life of an experienced diver and really riveted people worldwide. Thailand's Navy SEALs celebrated the feat with a post on Facebook yesterday that said, quote, "All 13 wild boars are now out of the cave. We're not sure if this is a miracle, a science, or what." Absolutely unbelievable that they were able to accomplish that feat. 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. Maryland has dropped 6 spots on CNBC's list of best states for business. They now rank number 31 in the annual list of America's best states for business amid slow economic growth. And the fall comes after Maryland moved up 11 spots combined the prior 2 years, including 5 spots alone last year. Broken down a little bit further, Maryland ranked the highest for its workforce, number 6, up from number 11. However, the state scored the lowest for its infrastructure and cost of doing business, both of which ranked 45 out of 50. The cost of living remained at number 44, so that poll's not telling us anything we don't know that live here. It's expensive to live here, and it's expensive to do business here. Texas was the top-ranked state, followed by Washington, Utah. Virginia came in number 3, and then Colorado. While CNBC says we may not be that great for business, that message didn't get over to BWI Airport because they're planning a $60 million expansion to Concourse A to accommodate the expected growth of Southwest Airlines. The 55,000 square foot extension is going to include 5 additional gates and space for new restaurants and retail. The Maryland Aviation Administration, which does operate BWI, is asking the Board of Public Works to approve an expedited procurement for the project so it will be completed by July of 2020. I should have gotten into airport construction years ago. The life of John McNamara was celebrated yesterday. McNamara was the final of the 5 people who were killed in the Capital-Gazette shootings, was a former sports writer and currently was the editor and reporter for the Bowie Blade News and the Crofton West Courier-Gazette when he was shot in the newsroom at Capital-Gazette Communications on June 28th. McNamara's passion for the Terrapins was a prominent theme during a packed memorial service yesterday at the University of Maryland Memorial Chapel. His prowess and professionalism in sports were recalled fondly during the ceremony at his alma mater that attracted hundreds of people, including friends, family, colleagues, and those whom McNamara touched through his work. Many members of the Capital-Gazette did attend McNamara's service, as they have for all of their colleagues who were killed late last month. Finally, Democratic Congressman Steny Hoyer has been released from George Washington University Hospital. The number 2 House Democrat was suffering from pneumococcal pneumonia and admitted to the hospital last week, as we reported. According to a spokesman, he is expected to be back at work today. That's about it for the top news. Please make sure you check in on eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day. We do update that pretty consistently. If you're listening to this and you enjoy it, please let your friends know about it. You can click share wherever you're seeing this, I'm sure, and send it to them or just mention it to them. Hang tight. We've got George Young with DMV Weather, and he's got your local weather forecast coming right up.
Don't miss the best event of the summer. Get your tickets now for the 7th Annual Cakes and Corks Festival at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds, Saturday, August 18th from 1 to 7 p.m. Tickets benefit the Special Olympics of Maryland and include a souvenir glass, unlimited wine and beer samples, plus live music including headliner Kristen and the Noise. Sample over 80 Maryland wines, 40 craft beers, plus vendors like wine cream, wine slushies, and desserts made with craft beer. Buy your ticket today at cakesandcorksfest.com for noon entry, cakesandcorksfest.com.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, July 11th. If you're into sunshine, then this forecast is for you. Today, sunny with highs of 85 to 90. Tomorrow, sunny, highs 82 to 87. Friday, that's right, sunny with high temps 84 to 89. And yes, to keep with the theme, Saturday will be sunny and very warm again with highs 85 to 90 plus degrees for Annapolis and all of the county that is Anne Arundel. And for a little sneak preview after that, Sunday will start a stretch of days in which daily rain chances re-enter the forecast picture as another boundary line between hot air to the south and relatively cooler air to the north sets up over the region. So keep the sunblock and the flip-flops handy for the next several days as summertime marches on. Okay, that's it for today. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to follow DMV Weather anywhere, anytime at dmvweather.com or on social media via Twitter or Facebook, or especially on our free app that you can download from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store on all of your devices by searching for DC MDVA Weather, so you can always stay weather informed. But remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
Here's to the teacher who spends her weekend helping children who need a little extra attention. To the soldier who missed the birth of his baby while serving overseas. To the EMT working full-time and taking night classes. To the police officers and firefighters working long hours away from their families to keep our families safe. Here's to you, our hometown heroes. I'm Alan Hyatt, Chairman and President of Severn Bank, and we know there are many heroes among us. Men and women who serve without expecting anything in return. Which is why we're honored to offer our Hometown Heroes program to educators, law enforcement officers, firefighters, first responders, healthcare workers, and military personnel. Whether you're opening a checking account or buying a new home, we're here to give back to you. Learn more about our Hometown Heroes program at severnbank.com. Severn Bank, here with you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.